What's on your heart and mind today? Is there a transition you're facing? Perhaps you're ready to make a change or lead others in your care through an important change. Are you starting a new ministry, questioning your vocational path? Perhaps you would just like to achieve a better work-life balance. Maybe you're facing a crucial conversation and you're just not quite sure how to approach it. Whatever it is, a professional coach through the Orthodox Coaching Network can help you discern the Lord's work set before you so that you can serve and lead with confidence and clarity.
My name is Dean Harbury, and I'm the chairman of the board of the Orthodox Christian Leadership Initiative, and we are very excited to introduce to you the Orthodox Coaching Network.
Coaching is a series of structured conversations between you, the person being coached, and your coach, who is an active listener helping you more effectively overcome challenges and accomplish your aspirations. Myself, I came to coaching through being coached. I realized through my coaching relationship I was working in a particular field and toward a particular objective that didn't really suit the broader vision and God's vocation for my life. Learning this and having a supportive coach, I took courage to move in a new, more satisfying, though slightly riskier direction. And after this realization and taking action, people started to see a difference in me. I had more significant commitment to my ministry. I became more confident, was a less anxious presence. And frankly, I had slightly more money in the bank, which was very much appreciated. I learned people don't pay for a coach, they pay for results. These results usually are what people want in the form of some destination reached, some goal achieved, some challenge faced, or difficulty overcome. It could be a new reframed mindset, overcoming limiting beliefs, or improving functional outcomes, for example, in relationships, finances, vocational effectiveness. Finally, let me invite you to the coaching conversation with 3 questions for you to consider. What's on your mind and heart today? What among those things do you want to talk about right now? And when we finish talking about them, what would you like to walk away with?
I am a huge fan of coaching. I have to tell you that I started working with a faithful Orthodox Christian who is also an incredible coach several years ago, and it has transformed me and my ministry. I can't tell you how important it's been to me. The before and after is literally, 2 different people in many ways. So I strongly encourage you, if you are familiar with the work of Orthodox Christian Leadership Initiative and the coaching resources that they offer, that you get involved. I talk about it in my book. I strongly recommend getting a coach. The people that I serve have noticed a difference. They have seen how I have grown. I strongly believe, and I share in the book, leaders are not born, they are made. And coaching is one of the greatest ways to transform, to improve, and to change for the better the way that you lead. You may see over my shoulder the icon of the Good Shepherd. The greatest leaders of all was Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And he spent 3 years on earth teaching his disciples how to lead. He coached them every step of the way. And I truly believe that following his example of coming under someone who can lead and help us is the best way for each of us to fulfill the ministry that God has entrusted to us.
I found it a wonderful gift to develop my vocation. And has really helped me in terms of my parish ministry work, insofar as distinguishing between supervising staff and coaching them. And it's been a blessing to distinguish that, and in terms of helping us as a church and moving our mission forward as a team here at the parish. And it's been just very, very enlightening to learn the craft. And it just takes practice, it takes focus, it takes prayer. And what I realized is that I've been doing a lot of coaching for 35 years as a parish priest, and now I'm just kind of honing the nuances relative to being more effective and when you're wearing a coaching hat.
For us to be able to take action in our lives, we don't require just motivation and a desire and a will. we require clarity around the steps necessary to accomplish our dreams. And that's where we as coaches come in, to help you provide a sounding board, a structured relationship that allows people to find the awareness and the clarity around their action plans so that they can actually take action.
And this focus on the person is one of the things I love most about the practice of coaching. Because as an Orthodox Christian, our theology and the life of our church is highly personal. We believe in a God that exists in three persons, and so much of church life is highly personal. When you come to the chalice, we say your name. And when we apply pastoral care and canon law, we do so in a very personal way. So that's one of the things I love about coaching. Another thing I love about coaching is that it integrates so well with all of the other relationships we have in our lives. And the reason it does so is that unlike an athletic coach that is giving direction and instruction to his or her players, the coach is never going to give you direction, is never going to give you instruction. And that is so refreshing because there are so many other relationships in our lives in which we can practice the virtue of obedience. As a child to a parent, or as spouses to each other, as a worker to a boss or supervisor, as a priest to his bishop, as a parishioner to his or her priest, as a monastic to his or her elder, the list goes on. And we understand all these relationships in which we have the opportunity to practice obedience as being training for us to learn how to be obedient to the will of God and to keep His commandments. And because coaching is not directive, it integrates beautifully with all of those other relationships, which is one of the reasons I think it is so helpful and powerful to apply in the context of Orthodox Christian life. And then finally, perhaps the biggest payoff, so to speak, of being on the receiving end of coaching is that it gives you such great self-awareness. And to me, that is probably the highest value that I can see and have experienced in coaching myself and seen in the people with whom I work as I'm working with them as a coach.
I love the process of coaching because I believe it's one of the best platforms for human change. It helps people to move farther faster, whether it's one's personal goals or places where they tend to get stuck. The relationship between the coach and the coachee is a peer relationship where the coach mines for information primarily through the use of questions to provide insights and direction.
As an Orthodox Christian who seeks to love others well, to serve others well, that is why I'm here. My faith provides the entire context for what I do as a coach. Honestly, without my faith, I don't think I would be very interested in coaching. It is because of who we are as created in God's image that I believe we have the creative energy that gives us the power to change, to make new choices, to retrain the way our brains have been trained to work, to create new ways of perceiving the world and our actions in it.
Coaching has changed my life. Learning the profession of coaching and being coached through the process of life change, including career, family dynamics, relationship management, and other human dynamics, I now have the confidence and capacity to live life and contribute in a greater way to our community. For me, it was a transformational paradigm that has also deeply impacted my faith walk.
In my opinion, everyone should have a coach to help clarify their own thoughts and their own next steps. It wasn't until I had the experience that I realized it's so silly I waited so long. As an endurance athlete, I have coaches who guide me and make me better and help me hit my goals. Why did I wait so long to have the same benefits in the more important aspects of my life? And why are you waiting? It's truly worth your time, so get in touch with OCLI and find out more.